Hey everybody, Jeremy here. So today I'm bringing the Aerogarden back out because I want to try to grow some microgreens using their microgreens kit. Now I purchased this kit directly from them, and let me show you everything that comes with the microgreens kit. So first, of course, you're going to get some microgreens. Now when I bought these, the only ones that they had in stock were this one, which is the spicy greens mix, and then they also had the winter wheatgrass, I believe it is. And the different seeds that comes in this pack is going to be daikon radish, purple stem radish, red cabbage, green mustard, arugula, and ruby streaks red mustard. Now over here on the package, they do tell you what the germination test date was and the sell by date. So you see it's March 2022. We still got a good ways off. And also what we're going to get in this kit, all things you need to get started. You're also going to get this irrigation deck, and the irrigation deck is going to take the place of the grow deck that's already in the Aerogarden. I'm using the Aerogarden Harvest, by the way. So you know the piece that has all the little holes in it where you put the seed pods? That comes out. So the irrigation deck is going to go right where that one came from. They also give you these little felt grow pads that you put inside of the irrigation deck, and it's shaped so that these can go in a very specific way. All right, so you see if I put it in this way, you see how it fills the entire space perfectly. But if I were to put it like this way, now you see that there's gaps. So just follow the shape of it and you'll get total maximum coverage. And then last but not least, you're going to get these little plastic grow domes that go on top of the irrigation deck. All right, awesome. So not a whole lot to set up and put together, but before I do anything else, I'm going to fill the Aerogarden with water. I'm using distilled water from a jug, and then I'm going to take these little felt grow pads. I'm going to wet them a little bit so that the seeds will be able to adhere to them better. So I'll bring you back when I'm putting everything together. So I got this all filled up with water. Here's the irrigation deck. Just going to drop this down in there. Fits perfectly. And now here are the two trays that we're going to drop in here. So that's one tray there and two trays. Now we also have our little felt material. So we're going to put these down. Try to just line those up properly. All right, just like that. And I've also wet them down just a little bit. And now we got to put our seeds in there. Now, as far as how much seed you put on each side, it depends on your model. Like I said, this is the harvest version. So the bag says 2 teaspoons per side. How to do it. So I got myself a little measuring spoon, and I'm just going to put couple of teaspoons of these seeds on each side. All right, so that's 1 teaspoon on each side, and here's the second. All right, cool. And as you can see, we still have a bunch of seeds left. So this kit isn't just going to set you up just for one grow. You're going to have several. All right, so now I'm just going to kind of move these seeds around just a little bit, just to space them out so they're not all clumped together in one spot. You don't have to try to be scientific with it. You know, of course, there are some seeds that are still going to touch, you know, but just do your best. Spread them out as good as you can. All right. Methinks that's good enough. Now we're going to put our grow domes down. Here's one grow dome. It's going to fit nice and perfect right there on top. Sweet, we're almost done. The only thing that we haven't done is plug this thing in yet so that we can really get it going. So because this is the Aerogarden Harvest Elite, it wanted me to add plant food in order to continue, but I didn't add any plant food. You don't need it for microgreens. And it also started off where my last garden left off. So it was like 137 days. So we're going to reset all that. So I'm going back into the menu just by hitting this plant button. I'm going to select plant type. So what I'm going to do is hit this. And these are not veggies. We are going to choose flowers. Flowers is the preferred light ratio that we need for these. Flower garden set. Now, next thing that I need to do is raise this light as high as it's going to go. So after setting the flowers, you can see that the light went off, and it's going to give it the optimal amount of light that it needs in order to grow flowers. Even though these are microgreens, flowers is what is preferred, the preferred setting to use this. And now we just wait. It is not 12:03 a.m. I'm going to set the correct time on this clock, but here we just wait at this point. So I'm going to bring you guys back periodically so that we can check on the progress of these microgreens, and they should be ready to go in about a week. So I'll come back when there's progress. Real quick, I wanted to jump back in. As soon as I changed the time to be accurate, which is 4:42 p.m., these lights automatically came on. So it thought that we were in the middle of the night, and that's why the lights are off. So if you want these lights to basically be more in tune with your time zone, set the correct time. And in this case, it made the lights come right on. All right, so come back when something sprouts. It is 7:52 p.m. still on day one. It's been, I think, like a little over 3 hours since that last clip. And I just wanted to show you guys. Look at this. It looks like we already have some action. Look at the tiny little sprouts that look like they're starting to come through. Especially this one over here. You see that? That's a nice big one right there. And it's only been a few hours. We can see a little bit in there. We pass over to this other side. Also looks like we're starting to see some breakthrough over here as well. Doesn't look like it's as much as the right side, but there's definitely something going on there. So that's pretty awesome. Only been a few hours and we're already starting to see some progress. So really looking forward to seeing how this looks within the next day or so. It's been almost 24 hours later. Let's check on the process of our seedlings. And look, we have got, let me take these domes off so you can see. We've got a whole lot of sprouting going on. Now, you saw in the last update, it wasn't a whole lot going on here, but overnight, they've completely shot up. So let's take a look at this other side. And likewise, whole lot of sprouting. So that's pretty awesome. It's been less than a day, and we're already seeing some really, really nice progress. All right, so when we start seeing some more coolness pop up, I'll show you what that looks like. So now it's the next day, it's New Year's Day, and let's take a look at the progress of these plants. Now, it is a lot of progress. Look at all of those sprouts, all that greenery. We got some purple in there. It is really, really starting to come along, and they're starting to kind of come to the corners of the base here. I would imagine that maybe by tomorrow, we're going to have to maybe take off these domes. But here's the other side. Look at that. Coming along really, really nicely. So that is really awesome, you know. Just a few days in with these microgreens, and we have seen some pretty tremendous progress. So we'll see what everything looks like tomorrow. So it's been a couple of days since that last update. It's January 3rd, and let's take a look at how these plants are doing. And they are looking pretty good. One side better than the other, I think. So as we can see the right side, look at that. It's gotten nice and full, and it's really spread out all the way around. Looks nice. Over on the left side, not so much. I can see there's a lot more of these little microgreens that look like they're collapsed, or maybe they didn't get enough room to really stick up. So they're kind of just collapsed down in there. I want to see if they really start to get stronger and stand up over the next couple days or so. But I can say that this side does look fuller than what it did this morning. So more of them are starting to come up, but as you can see, it's just not as full and plentiful as the right side. Maybe it's the result of maybe they were just too clumped together, could have spread them out more, maybe slightly less seeds on this side. I don't know. These are just the kind of things that happen. It is January 6, 2022, and these microgreens have been in here growing for a full week, 7 days. And now you can see how the progress is. Now the right side has always been doing a little bit better than the left side. You can see that it's a little bit taller, but they're still full on both sides, and it is time to harvest some of these. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut them and put them in a smoothie. So I just got a couple of scissors here, and we're going to cut them back here as close to that felt material as we can. Now let's just take some from this side as well. Not trying to be particularly fancy about it, you know, just and this is how much I got from that. So if I can estimate, I'll say that's probably about a cup or so of microgreens, maybe a little bit more. But now I'm going to go put these in a smoothie. Here is the smoothie that I made from these microgreens. I also put in there some fresh strawberries, bananas, and then a couple of peaches and some frozen pineapples. Got that all blended up, and this is really good. It tastes like a regular smoothie that's strawberry and banana for the most part, but those microgreens, that green flavor still comes through. So it tastes like you're really drinking something that's really quite healthy. And then individually by themselves, it's not a whole lot of flavor if you just eat one of these things, but you get a handful of them, and you know, you get that a real potent kind of flavor. This is the spicy microgreens, but to me, you know, it's not spicy like you're eating some like regular spicy food or whatever, but it definitely does have its own unique flavor. And when you try to infuse it in something like a smoothie, for example, it really definitely comes through. Thank you all so much for tuning in to check out this little microgreens growing experience with me with the Aerogarden harvest. It only took 7 days. Realistically, these were ready to go yesterday, but I wanted to wait until we got to the full 7 days before doing anything about it. But it was easy, and it was a really enjoyable experience. And there's plenty of seeds left to get this going again. 2, maybe even 3 more times. So if you're interested in microgreens and growing other things hydroponically inside of your house or wherever you may be, may consider using an Aerogarden, because it makes the experience really easy and really enjoyable to watch everything turn out. So thank you all so much for watching. Till next time, I'm Jeremy. Talk to you later.